Yeah, but you're
You say I am, but am I?
Yeah.
How do you know?
Because I did a countdown.
Doesn't mean it's live. Should I check? Should I check on the phone? Because I've got an iPhone and you can go on the internet with my
Oh,
phone.
you got another McCrappy. Yeah.
Oh,
device.
yeah, because you don't like iPhones, do you?
Well, you clearly don't like gaming on McCrappy, so you know.
Oh, look, it's live
Yeah, like I said, you're live.
on YouTube.
What? You're a YouTuber? You're a YouTuber?
It's live now on YouTube, I think.
So it is.
I can't believe it.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
That's insane.
Gav, you're famous.
No, but it's live now on YouTube. Are both of them live? I don't know. Let's have a look. I'll have a look because then I'll be like, wow.
Is that same as Luke?
No, look. Look over here, like book.
Yeah, Luke.
No, look. Book.
Yeah, Luke. OK.
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nobody says
and you
that.
can't say Queen's English because she's bloody dead and German.
Bloody dead. That's a bit
Bloody
disrespectful.
Dead. Wow.
It is, isn't it? It's a bit disrespectful.
It's not though, is it?
To the Queen. Well, it is.
It's not though. It's fact though, isn't it? Yeah, you're
Well,
lying.
it is. Hello, Nickelback.
Hello, everybody.
Right, I'd like to first and foremost, I'd like to apologise for the late arrival. Ben made me stay on Ark Raiders. I wanted to go, and he said no, just one more. And I said no.
Who said that? Who?
Ben, you.
Who?
And I said, well, I've got to go because we've got to do a show. And Nikki said, like, we've got to be on time and people will be waiting. And I was like, no, I'm going to go and have a show. And he was like, no, just one more. And I said,
one more for the road.
He said one more. That's exactly the words he said.
Yeah, one more. Like for 5 games, one more for the road. Go on, it's funny. One more for the road. Yeah. Who said that, Gavin?
Ben.
You little gamer addict.
No. I would never do that.
Yeah.
He's lying. Who are you going to believe?
Hi, Kez. Hi, Spot on. Hi, everybody.
Who are you going to believe?
Well, I'm going to believe you, are they?
Of course they're going to believe me. I'm not a liar. I'm not Pinocchio.
Wow. You make a good politician.
What do you mean?
Wow.
What do you mean by that?
Misleading the public.
How? How is that misleading the public? I'm just saying to them word for word exactly what I'm going to just say exactly what happened.
I bet when you and your sister were kids, you're the one that got your sister in a lot of trouble.
It was the other way around because I was innocent as a kid.
Bet you were grass. I bet you were grass.
Nope.
Yeah.
I would never do anything like that. The thing is, you know, we've got to be honest with people that are watching because they need to know that they can trust what they're viewing. And it was 5 o'clock. I thought, right, I'm going to go and have a shower and get ready. It's 2 hours till 7. And Ben's like, no, I think we should have a couple of games of Ark Raiders. And I was like, well, I don't know. I don't know if we've got time. He goes, we can make time. He even went as far as to say, yeah, forget them lot. Do what you want. Forget all of them. And I said, well, you know, I care about the viewers. And he said, no, we're playing Ark Raiders, Gav. I was like, all right, if you insist, Ben, because I wanted Ben to be happy because I look out for people.
I think everyone else would smell that, you know. It's called bullshit.
The language as well.
Bullshit.
So, we've got a video that we're going to be watching, ladies and gentlemen, because we're always covering British politics and it does get a bit tiresome with illegal migrants and everyone coming over here and abusing children, which they do. And we will be talking about that more, obviously, because we're not going to let that go. But we've got a video that's a crime-related video, and it's always, I wouldn't call it entertaining because that's a bit of a horrible thing to say, but it's always astounding when we cover stuff that's happening in the United States. And this one here, it just says how many bodies have been found. And this is a video that came out just yesterday. So I thought we would start off with this. And as always, we'll just sort of have a little talk and involve you guys in chat. So welcome to the show. This is Ben here and I'm Gav. Welcome. And we're going to get into this video and see exactly What happened?
How many people live here?
2 adults and 3 children that I know of.
Nobody's heard or seen it from any of them, right? There's 6 people.
Oh, there's 4.
Have you guys heard from the wife or anything like that?
She's trying to call. They're trying to call every day.
They've been calling. Nobody answers any phones.
For 4 days?
Nobody's been to school. Nobody has been in and out of the house, come to the neighbors.
Okay. There's 2 callers, right?
I'm the only one that called today that I know of anyway. This is the sister-in-law. This is his wife.
Okay.
And what's your relationship? I'm friends. Just friends. Okay. Yeah.
We got the second caller saying that there was a male who was naked, rocking back and forth in the garage.
That was me.
That was you.
Yes.
You observed him in the gentleman naked in the garage, rocking back and forth. How did you see him in the garage?
I jumped the fence.
For some reason, I can't hear you.
Medical stage down the road.
Can't hear you.
Oh, I can hear you now. Sorry.
You guys know the dog? He's really nice.
So lieutenant come here and make a decision what he wants to do at this point. It's been Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We're on day 4.
Well, we have enough to go welfare check on him.
Is he still inside the garage?
He said he saw him in the garage,
Unless he's moved since.
rocking back and forth.
312, can you have fire respond down our direction to use their ladder to get over the fence? It's off the whole family.
He's off to the whole family. Was it you? We were watching a video a little while ago, and there was a guy in a house, and there was like I believe it was like a sniper or something like that. Did we cover that? I think we did.
We did, yeah.
Like the stories that come out of America is just absolutely bloody insane. Like every week you can see these types of stories. It's crazy place.
Use your ladder to get over. Ladder coming through.
319. If you got any more?
Hello, MSS.
What's that, police?
I don't think I could do that job in America, you know.
That'd be a copper.
Yeah, over there, crazy.
Oh, I could.
You could?
Yeah.
Oh God, no.
Show me your hands.
Sir?
Hey, show me your hands. What's that, police? Hey. What's going on? Can you stand up for me?
Hey, medical? You guys check this guy out?
What's your name? He's got a wound right here, it said.
What kind? You smell that?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh, bodies.
I can't tell if that's him.
I can't either.
Hello, sir. Probably need to. Sir, can you put your hands back behind your back for me? Please?
All right, hands on your back.
Hands behind your back for me for a second, okay? So we figure out what's going on.
Thank you. He's got a head wound on the left temple.
Sir, can I get your first and last name? Can I get your first and last name?
I'm trying to make heads or tails of what is even going on.
Sir, can you look at me? What was it? Can you tell me what city you're in?
Killed his wife and kids, probably.
You think so?
Oh, quite common in America.
Yeah.
There's probably a
Hey, can
female
you
and
answer
other
me?
kids that we
Can
need
you
to
tell
check
me
on
your
too.
first
Oh
name?
my goodness.
Sean?
You guys need to have
Ray?
Yeah, we're going to
R-A-Y? Yeah. What's your date of birth, Sean? I know.
Hey, Sean. Hey,
Where's your family?
is there a key in the house?
What on earth is that on the floor? Like the long metal thing?
Oh,
Huh?
that? Looks like a bolt of some kind. Like they get like in a cattle prod sort of bolt. Looks like something like that.
What's
is it a pick? You know, a nice pick.
Oh, it might be.
We
anywhere?
have one more coming right now.
Yes. Can you look up? You do have pain? Can you tell me where? Pain in your shoulders? You know how you got your head wound and your black eye? You know how you got a black eye?
6 other people. No kids have been going to school. Can't get a hold of the wife for 4 days.
Oh my god, this is sick.
The thing
Get in
is,
the house.
it's been there a while now, and they haven't even been inside the house yet.
Yeah, it's a little bit weird, isn't it?
And that copper looks like that presenter. What's his name? Is he from Bloomberg or wherever it's called?
Yeah.
We need to get in the house.
Yeah, and if we transport him, we need one of you guys to come.
We got a unit coming right now for that.
Sounds good. Yeah, we're gonna stand you up, okay?
1, 2, 3.
Okay, let's walk over to the stretch over here.
We need someone to go with the ambulance to ride in the ambulance. We possibly have family inside that. I haven't heard of days. He's got a black eye and wound to his head.
Like we think somebody did.
Mm-hmm. There's 4 kids, mom and dad. Kids haven't been in school. They can't get a hold of the wife. They haven't been able to get a hold of him. We found him
So they're probably dead in the house. This is sick.
naked, rocking back and forth in here. Black eye with a wound to the head.
But we can't get rid of it.
And we're gonna force it. I'm just waiting for Mike to make. He wants
There
to.
you go. That's why they've not.
There
gone
is
in.
a possible handgun.
We got a shield, but we're trying to take welfare on them
Uh
because we
huh.
think he might hurt,
Mm-hmm.
not the other way around.
We don't know because he's not talking.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I just want to make sure if we're okay to force entry and go in. Hey, at this point we are. Go, okay. Here, bro.
He needs someone with the axe.
We're making entry.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do a job like this. Like I joke around and stuff like that. I don't think I could do a job like this, especially like if you're finding adults. Yeah, it's one thing. One thing or a couple of things I couldn't handle. I know it sounds a bit silly. I couldn't handle people doing harm to animals. Like if you know when you see these people go to like farms or whatever, and it's like mistreated animals and stuff like that. That's one thing I can't bloody handle. Like I would lose my shit. And the other thing is with kids. Like I don't know how people can do that for a living and walk in there and be able to handle it.
You
You'd
see
be
a
able to
lot
deal
out
with
in the
that.
Middle East. Yeah, you see it a lot in the Middle East. And you used to use the kids as shields as well.
West Valley Police.
For some reason, I'm not hearing you.
Why? What have you done now?
It's better now. Yeah, it was cutting off.
Go.
West Valley Police. Clear.
West Valley PD, anybody in here? Coming out.
Good.
West Valley PD, anybody in here? Call out now. Somebody check them.
Okay, hold on. 312, 2 down, 1 response. They're dead. 2 more. Obvious echo 2.
Jack, you're back here.
And a child.
Jack,
2 and a child.
okay, pull that ambulance over and go 82 now.
Oh my gosh. Dugan, do not let that guy go. Keep with him.
Are they still outside?
No, they're gone.
They're gone. He knows.
Dugan's with the suspect.
Obvious? Yeah.
We have a 2-year.
Do you think it's an affair or something like that, or do you think he just lost his shit?
Probably drugs.
You reckon so?
Yeah, probably drugs.
old.
So 5.
I'd say so. The way it's
12-year-old and 2.
Yeah,
Adults.
yeah.
What's our time frame? Because it smells like it's been a minute.
No one's heard from him for 4 days.
Cleared, right? Yeah, basement all clear.
Yes. Let me double check it. 319. Law crime scene.
Yeah, MSS. I think 82 means dead. I think.
I got tape.
You got tape off the whole house.
Oh dear.
Stratos. Hey, this Choi. He's already 82.
Oh right.
He's neighbor. This is family. That's family.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Do we take photos?
No.
We're gonna let detectives do all
Crime scene, they'll warrant, they'll do everything. Yep. So, from what I saw, we have 2 adults, down, gunshot wound to the head. There's 2 kids in the back bedroom.
Oh, that's the shit. I couldn't
One
handle that.
looked about 11, 12. The other one's about 2 or 3.
guys are with the cut. The guy
Both with GSWs to the head. Didn't see a
Oh
firearm
my
there.
god.
They found suspect in the garage. He had a black eye
That was
and an injury to the head. And he was naked in the garage, rocking back and forth. So initially we did a welfare check on him, but then there's obviously the odor coming from the house too. It's been 4 days since they heard from anyone.
At this point, you can suspend. We're just outside waiting for detectives.
What does it look
Gunshot
like? Gunshot
wound, probably to one. 4 days. Yeah. They're starting to bloat and smell. One guy's got bubbles on his skin.
Oh my god.
He was in the garage.
He's got what looks like a contact, like he might have tried to shoot himself, and it like
What are we doing?
bounced off. They're just confirming death. I mean, it's obvious, but they want to confirm. So when I saw him rocking like that, with the contact wound, I was like, he's killed them all.
That looks like
inside.
he got punched in the face too. He's got a big old black eye.
Well, they could have fought. Who knows?
There is supposed
So
to
there
be
was some dude banging his wife, do you think? No?
I think it's drugs. That's what I'm going with.
Hmm.
a handgun in the house. I didn't see it. No.
Who was our complainant?
He's the white guy that's over near the.
He's a neighbor.
So the neighbor called because the family was here trying to break in, right?
Yep.
We were here last night on Graves, but we didn't have enough to go in yet.
Yeah, they've been dead for days. It wouldn't have helped anyways. And my concern was he's going to be armed in that garage. Thank God he wasn't. I mean, my theory was they're already dead. When I saw him sitting away, they're already dead. It's just a matter of, he'd been there a while. He was making no sense.
Can you two go stand in the back just so we don't have curious? I mean, you can start getting media; they'll show up anywhere. So
Watch from the fence or climb
Okay. There's just a dog. She's friendly.
Were they separated?
It's rough. I was good till I saw the kid.
Yeah.
Hi, Roops. How you doing?
Yeah. We did find him in the garage, though.
But he's okay, right? Like he's conscious of people that went 82 or whatever.
We have no idea how he's involved yet. But he's inside there naked. He only described the person looking at the dog. We don't know his age. We don't know his identity.
It's
We
just
go
bizarre
off.
when you just see, again, it's when we see all of the stuff that's going on in England, you know, like the story with Novak the other day. Novak. Things like this don't seem so bizarre, you know? But this is crazy.
Days later, the 17-year-old suspect who was found alive in the garage, Sha Ray, was determined to be an innocent victim. Investigators believed that his father, 42-year-old Day Ray, was responsible for shooting each family member, including his surviving son. Pictured here in an earlier photo, Day Ray, along with his wife, 38-year-old Bu Mei, their younger son, 11-year-old Bo Ray, and 2 daughters, 8-year-old Christina Ray and 2-year-old Nye Mei, died from the injuries. The sole surviving 17-year-old Sha Ray suffered from a traumatic brain injury and spent between 2 to 4 days in the home without medical attention. 2 decade-long family friends, Michelle Harding and Bridget Schmidt, shared their perspectives.
We were there Friday for a few hours and honestly felt nothing but just pure love when we left that home. The siblings, there was so much joy and laughter and giggling, and we just had such a good time.
After the incident, both Bridget and Michelle were at Shaw's hospital bedside.
December 22nd, I received a call in my home from a family member at the hospital saying he's now asking for his parents. I said, we'll put on our shoes. We'll be right there. We allowed him to ask questions, and then we gave him the hard answers and explained to him what had happened to him.
Honestly, it's crazy.
And that his family was all gone and who had done it to him. And his first response to us is probably one of the most loving sentences I've ever heard in my life. And he says, but I still love him.
He kept trying to wipe.
How could you after that?
You know what I find despicable about these pair?
Go on.
That photo that first showed him by his bedside, they're all smiling and happy. What the fuck is there to smile about? This is about attention seeking for them, this is, but them getting likes and all that shit.
Something off of his eyes, and it wasn't long after that when we shared the news with him about the new vision loss that was a part of his life. He's been able to pull himself out of it and recognize that he's a living, walking miracle, and there's a reason to live.
In the following months, Sha Ray was placed into a special schooling system for the deaf and blind, where he learned to walk with a mobility cane and read.
What if it was the case where he done it all? You don't know, do you? You know what I mean?
Could have had a
Braille.
Psychosis.
The first thing that we said was, we're going to help you walk at graduation. But the second thing we said was, it's okay to have bad days.
Whenever we see them, they bring smile into our face. He's been through a lot, and he's still alive, which is a miracle.
During his recovery, he shared with news sources his philosophy on perseverance.
I just want to keep moving forward with life, to be able to relive and lose with my old classmates, teachers, and principals, and move on from that life. I think it'll just be nice. Religion is a big part of why I'm always so positive. It gets me thinking that I will be able to see my family again in the afterlife. My one major goal is to be happy and to make others happy.
Becoming a true symbol of hope and triumph, Shaw graduated high school.
Yeah,
I'm just so happy. I will be going to the University of Utah and majoring in pre-law. I wanted to be the inspirations to my siblings. I am very grateful.
Tragedy struck in the following months.
Last week, 19-year-old Sheree died unexpectedly Sunday in his aunt and uncle's home.
After death, the wisdom forged in Shaw's philosophy.
What? He died? What? Wait a minute. What? This don't add up, mate.
Yeah, don't forget he had brain issues, didn't he? So.
And pre-law. I wanted to be the inspirations to my siblings. I am very grateful.
Tragedy struck in the following months.
Last week, 19-year-old Sheree died unexpectedly Sunday in his aunt and uncle's home.
After death, the wisdom forged in Shaw's philosophy still rings on.
When I look back at it, memories of my friends and family, I love them with all my heart. Time is like a leaf in the wind. It's unpredictable, unforeseen, and fleeting. You have to make the best of it.
For those looking to donate, a link is in the description for Perkins School for the Blind.
That is one effed up story. It's just what I'm saying. They didn't even explain what. They've got nothing. That was great, weren't it? So I don't know. I don't know what to make of that.
Yeah,
I genuinely don't.
I mean, Luke Filipino, so I'm going to say drugs. Because heroin and things like that are a big thing out in the Philippines. Big. So I'm going to say drugs.
The whole thing, that's just so flipping tragic. I wanted to cover this yesterday. This is the next thing we're going to cover. I mean, we've got a few different things we could go to.
Paris
we've got that. Wait a minute, there's another one. I know that your mate Nigel Farage gave a good speech today that pissed off a lot of people. In fact, I want to watch the body cam of Henry Nowak. I haven't seen it. Have you seen it?
Absolutely fucking despicable. Sorry from the French, but why them coppers aren't fucking in jail?
Well, I haven't seen this, so I want to see exactly what happened.
Breaking news for you. In the last few moments, the body cam footage from the police in the Henry Nowak murder has been released. Now, we are going to play that for you shortly. A warning, it is unbelievably distressing, and we will only be playing it once. We are taking our time with it because we obviously want to show the family the utmost respect here. That said, the police have put the body cam footage out, and I think most people will be of the view that it is in the public interest. Just before we get to the actual footage, I am going to describe to you what I've just seen, because I've just been outside in the break.
The reason I wanted to show this today is because there's obviously been a lot of fallout after the afterwards, and we've got a video coming out tomorrow night at 7 discussing this a little bit more. But there's been a lot of fallout and blowback, and Farage made some statements today, which again I'm going to show you guys. We can watch it as well. And there's been backlash to what he said. So I want to see this, and then we'll kind of go through there, and I want to get you guys your opinion on everything.
And I've watched it all. The police officers attend the scene. Henry.
Right, so Nikki's saying jump to the end because it's
probably the most distressing footage you will ever see. This is the police body cam footage of Henry Nowak's final moments.
My dad's just holding my hand. Right. He keeps dropping side to side, so I'm just trying to keep him set up.
Right.
He's got a mouthful of blood. I don't want him.
He was on the bin on the other side of this gate.
He's jumped over these fences and stuff like that. And he's up here.
Away, mate.
He's obviously he's fallen from there. He slipped from there.
There's other shoes left over there, mate. What's your name, mate? Huh?
Has anyone been hurt other than him?
Yeah, me. He's grabbed my brother. He's took my turban off. Started grabbing my head.
Are you injured?
Yeah, I've got swollen eye, a little bruise.
All right, just step back a little bit for me. Someone flag these down.
Fucking stud.
All right, let's get you out of there, shall we?
I was in bed asleep. When if we just find out, someone just touched me.
Grab his other arm.
Help. So I've just come running through and look at Kenny's road. So I've come running around the corner.
What's happened to you, all right?
Are they just like pulling him up?
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
They dragged him out. Wait a second.
Wait a second. I don't work within the ambulance, but I know that you're supposed to do a check on the floor first before anything, in case broken bones or internal injuries. You don't fucking pull someone. What the hell?
Right, just step back a little bit for me. Someone flag these down.
Am I missing something?
Right, let's get you out of there, shall we?
I was in bed asleep. When if we just find out, someone just touched me.
Grab his other arm.
Help. So I've just come running through and look at Kenny's road. So I've come running around the corner.
What's happened to you, all right? You've been stabbed? Whereabouts? I don't think you have.
And they're putting his arms and arresting him. Are you fucking kidding me?
I can't breathe. Put the hand in the cuff, mate. Yeah.
This is like numerous times this has happened to us. You've been walking, you can't.
So they're literally treating him as the criminal here then?
Yep. Bear in mind, he's already said stuff.
And they're not even really checking him. They're just grabbing him, pulling him about. Are you kidding me?
He's saying he's been stabbed, so
Where
let's
is it
just
you
check
think
him.
he's been stabbed? In the face?
And they're going, he hasn't been stabbed. You absolute fucking
I know,
degenerate.
but we have to check, don't we?
Right.
In the face?
Just get these back off, get their details on that, and I'll keep hold of them.
Should we...
Right, keep you on your side, mate. You better retrieve then.
So, yeah.
Saying to him, keeping him on his side. We were set up when we had him here, but he didn't like it.
I can't believe what we're watching. I cannot believe what we're watching.
You're on your side, mate. You better retrieve then.
So, yeah.
Saying to him, keeping him on his side. We were set up when we had him here, but he didn't like it. What's your name, mate? At the moment, you are under arrest. That's for assault, so you do not have to say anything. May harm and defence.
What is this? I don't know what to say. Like, this is so disturbing. Have you got any thoughts on this? Like, I don't know what to say. Like,
oh, mate, I'm boiling. You can see my eyes, like my eyes are tearing up. I'm that angry. The first thing the guy said, there's blood on him. That was the very first thing the guy in the white shirt said, there's blood on him. I think he's bleeding. Then the lad said, what was it?
he said, I've been stabbed. I've been
4 times. He said it.
Yeah.
I've been stabbed.
The
and he did a little check like that. What the fuck? Why the fuck are all that family under arrest, in custody, along with the fucking police officers? Every single one needs life in jail. Life, not 21 years, fucking life.
Yeah, but Nikki's saying, to be fair, the police didn't know he was fatally stabbed in the heart, lungs, and groin.
It doesn't matter.
The minute he says he's been stabbed, when they get there, they're supposed to check. Yeah, they're supposed to check.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, every officer is first aid trained. Every officer, they have to be first aid trained. It's basics. And all he did was check round it on his side, on it by his hip, and then round by on his face, and just went, "Yeah, I don't think so, mate." They didn't check all around his chest anywhere, because I think he was stabbed in his heart, was he? Something like that.
I don't want to be horrible. I want to go through. I'm not going to pause it. I want to go through that again to see if we missed anything in terms, because what's got my back up is the way the ambulance service dealt with it, they've dealt with it just like, oh, this is just a misdemeanor, or there's some sort of incident, and they're just grabbing him and arresting him like nothing has happened, and he's going, I've been stabbed. It's the fact that he's been completely ignored.
You can hear the gargling. So clearly his lung's been hit, but it's gargling. It's on his side.
So this is the whole thing.
He keeps dropping side to side, so I'm just trying to keep him set up. He's got a mouth full of blood. I don't want him. He was on the.
So there's a lot of blood. He's dropping side to side, right?
He's and stuff like that. And he's up here. Away, mate. He's obviously fallen from there. And he slipped from there. There's other shoes left over there, mate.
What's your name, mate? Huh? Has anyone been hurt other than him?
Yeah, me. He's grabbed my brother. He's took my turban off, so I grabbed on my head.
Are you injured?
Yeah.
So is this the person who done it? I don't know. Right. Okay.
Swollen eye, little bruise.
All right, just step back a little bit for me. Someone flag these down.
Got this stabbed.
Right, let's get you out of there, shall we?
I was in bed asleep. Whenever we just find out, someone to touch. I can't breathe.
Grab his other arm.
This is what that is the thing that's really the way they've handled it.
What's happened to you, right?
And the reason it's so fresh in my memory, so about 2 weeks ago, my mum had an incident, and my sister works within the NHS, and I helped my mum move, and I'd called my sister, and my sister shouted at me and said, whenever you find someone or whenever there's an incident, do not move them till the ambulance service gets there and do a full check. If we're watching as it happened, they have literally I can't get past that. The fact that they've just grabbed his arms and pulled him like, yeah, come on, get up. Like, I can't believe it.
Stabbed, whereabouts? Don't think you have, mate.
That's what, and then you've got nothing. I want to keep you up.
Yeah, MSS.
Hand?
I mean, maybe his life could have been saved if they would have been too fucking... You know what I'm saying? If they would have done their jobs properly. I don't know.
They could have got straight to the hospital.
Yeah,
put the hand
exactly.
in the cuff, mate. Yeah.
Look at all this. So 5 minutes of it. 5 minutes or so of his life, draining from his body. That 5 minutes is all. Of course, it's all the difference.
This is like numerous times this has happened to us. You've been walking, you can't nothing happened.
He's saying he's been stabbed. So
Where is it you think he's been stabbed?
He hasn't been.
In the face? Oh no, but we have to check, don't we?
And who's in the background saying he hasn't been stabbed? Is it the boys that done it or the police?
Get their details on that, or I'll keep hold of them.
Sorry, did you say?
Yeah, his family.
His family is saying
he hasn't been stabbed. He hasn't been stabbed. Yeah.
His own family.
Keep you on your side, mate. You better retrieve then. I'm saying to him, I'm keeping him on his side.
I'd love to see her, that female copper, the one that's in front of him. I'd love to see her camera, because I guarantee you, all around his chest here be wet. And when you do a check, it's always back of the hand checks on the body, and you check the back of your palm for blood or any fluids. She hasn't even done that. She'll be able to see the blood soaking through.
Yeah, of course. And if like someone said just now, probably coughing up blood or whatever, I don't know. Like,
what's your name, mate? At the moment, you are under arrest. That's for assault, so you do not have to say anything. May harm in defence. If you do not mention one question, something to which you later rely in court. Anything you do say, maybe.
How can you not know?
Given evidence, all right? It's gonna be sick, I think.
No, he's dead.
And she's just taking her a good old time. Oh, I think we need the ambulance.
I just want you to call it.
We might need to call it. Oh my God, mate.
Yeah, we've got this male. He's just been beat up. Are we able to get an ambulance, please? His pupils aren't even reacting.
He's dead.
Firstly, I would. Do you see what I mean about police and the training so piss poor? But the thing is, common sense will tell you.
She didn't even know he was. Oh my God.
The fact that he said, I mean, he's lying on the floor for first instance. The first thing you do is you phone an ambulance. The very first thing you do.
Yeah, of course,
Guys on the floor, ambulance.
Yeah.
But I know, I think there's 2 or 3 have stood down, 2 are still working. Out of them 5 officers.
It's not often I'll get.
Yeah. And the thing is, the female copper, she resigned before her statement was even fucking taken.
I just don't know what I'm genuinely speechless. Like I've avoided watching things like this because I find it so disturbing. And I know we cover the news and that's what I'm supposed to do, but there's certain things I find very, very difficult watching. And
I mean, this now, it's not going to be riots. This is going to be worse than riots. And now I don't condone violence, but this is going to cause big issues on the streets, and the police aren't going to stand a chance. And I can literally see if it does kick off, and I hope it doesn't, that there'll be martial law in some cities and towns. I can see it.
It kind of reinforces that. Well, I think we were talking about this the other day. Was, as I say, we've recorded a video that's coming out tomorrow about this, right? And I think we spoke about it in the video that's out tomorrow. That it was because we were talking about the Manchester incident with the 2 brothers and the police getting involved, and the lack of training and the lack of professionalism within the police. Now, I always sort of play the middle ground on certain things because even if I don't agree with whatever that side is, I always try to sort of throw it in to sort of, well, maybe I've missed something, or maybe, and I'm trying to do that with this. I always try to do that, even if I don't agree with it, because I've got to try to understand how and why this happened the way that it happened. And I've got no leg to stand on with it because
that is just negligence.
Because
that's purposely done. That's purposely done.
I think all of us know. I think all of us know if someone's, for example, I've never had medical training. If you see a car accident and you're seeing someone crawling out of a car, you don't just pick them up and then just run over to the. You don't. You fucking leave them there. You have to move wherever they are. You got to stay there, mate, till the ambulance get here. You might have internal bleeding. You might have broken your legs. You might have broken your spine. I don't know, but it's just common sense. The way they grab these arms, like, come on, mate, get up.
No, I grabbed him by his belt first.
I cannot get around. I cannot get around.
The fact that he was lying on his side, to me, says he was getting blood in his lungs. So he was lying on his side. He was getting air in the other lung. So, it's that to me isn't just negligence. That's manslaughter. That's pure manslaughter.
Yeah.
And that family, every single one as well, not just the coppers, but the family that's there, they knew what went on because the mother hid the blade. So they should be on trial as well.
Hang on. When you said the parents, do you mean the Asian boy's parents?
Yeah. That's his house.
Oh, Jesus Christ, mate. Yeah. I'm sitting here going, what, his own mum and dad is telling him?
Yeah, that's his, I'm pretty sure that's his house.
Oh, my God, that puts a whole new fucking perspective. Yeah. Sorry, my language.
I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure that's his house. And his mum hid the knife.
They should be done for murder as well then, because that's taking part in it.
Well, it's manslaughter, isn't it? That guy, you won't get done for murder. It'll be manslaughter. You watch. You're like, he grabbed my hair and grabbed my turban, so I didn't want to, and I panicked, so I stabbed him because I didn't want to kill him. So you watch. I guarantee you, he'll get done for manslaughter, not murder. Guarantee it.
Yeah, there's not a lot of things that leave me.
But it seems suspicious that you've got an Indian family there, and that lad's there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
well,
I presume that's I'm presuming, I could be wrong, but I'm presuming that's his house, presuming that in the report his mum had hid the blade. So the only place they could have hid it at
I'm
that
just
point is
curious
at the
as to what
house.
he was doing there. Were they friends and something happened? Like, I don't understand what he would have been doing there if they weren't.
Don't know the incident. Apparently, they're following. Him and his mom walking the street, and they're following Novak or something. They're behind Novak.
Right. So
and there's
Nikki
some
says
disagreement or something. I don't know.
So Nikki says the dad was holding him up. It was the dad that was holding him up, and the mum hid the blade. Mum goes up for sentencing this month. She should get the same time, mate, because in that time, when the police and the medics were there.
Oh, so he has been done for murder, 21 years.
Right. Yeah, but for the time that they were there, and the mum saying he'd been stabbed, and she said no, he's not been stabbed. She lied. First and foremost, she lied to the police. Those moments would have potentially could have saved his life. So, like you say, she should be charged the same.
Well, you're aiding and abetting as well. You're aiding and abetting because you hid the weapon, concealing a weapon from a repeated investigation. So there's multiple different routes they can go all at once. But as Tony just said there, it's been done for 21 years. It's got 21 years for murder. That's the UK's life, by the way, if you're everywhere else in the world. Life means 21 years. You can't get any higher than that. It's an absolute joke, absolute farce. Like, you can get into a car, run someone over and say, oh, I accidentally run him over, intending to kill him. You just don't tell the courts that say, oh, it was accidental. You just get 3 to 5 years for manslaughter.
Again, this is why we need capital punishment. Bring it back, mate. I do. I don't have any sympathy for situations for the people that commit these types of crimes. It kind of leaves me a little bit speechless. It leaves me a little bit dumbfounded.
I'd chuck him in for the rest of his life in a prison full of rapists. That's what I do.
Right. Now the father. I want to hear this. The father's response. This is the boy's father.
Sad. This is so sad.
I am Henry Novak's father. To my left is my daughter Olivia Novak.
Oh, that poor girl, the sister. Oh,
and to
shit.
her left is Lucy Ross, Henry's Novak's mother. The jury confirmed what we've always known. Henry's life was taken from him unlawfully, violently, and without justification. Henry was 18 years old. He was kind, ambitious, loved, and full of promise. He had his whole life ahead of him, a degree to finish, places to see, and a future to build. That future was stolen from him, and no verdict or sentence will ever give it back. Henry did nothing wrong. He was one of the kindest, friendliest, and most inclusive people you could ever hope to meet. He was amazing in every way. On the 3rd of December last year, Henry...
You know something? I know they've got to stand out there. He's got some balls. That's his old man, right? He's got some balls. I know they have to do this, but he's got some balls and gall about him to be able to keep it together doing this, because I wouldn't.
Yeah.
He was walking home from a night out with his university football.
It says him to do this. Fair play. I take my hat off to him.
Yeah.
He's just a lawyer that does it.
Teammates when he encountered Vikram Digwa, a man openly carrying a large knife on the streets of Britain. That knife was used to take Henry's life. He should have been safe walking home. Instead, he became another young life lost to the brutal reality of knife crime in this country. Henry had been stabbed multiple times, and as his chest filled with blood, he tried to escape. He was chased, abused, and filmed by Vikram Digwa and others. When police arrived, Henry was lying on the floor.
They should have got the death sentence, man. The guy should get the death
barely
sentence. Mate. I'm sorry, I know
to
we don't have that here, but to me,
Well,
electric chair, mate.
If they were walking the street and they were chasing him, that means the two came to their house.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
Yeah.
To deal with it. Oh.
It up and plainly in severe medical distress. With his final words, he told officers that he could not breathe. He told them he had been stabbed. In fact, Henry told officers that he could not breathe 9 times. He told them he had been stabbed 4 times. The response from one officer was, "I don't think you have, mate."
Do you know what? I'm trying to hold it together. Like, I try not to get emotional about things. You know, certain things, you know what's doing me in this? Do you know what's doing me in this? It's not the old man or the mum. It's the sister, because I'm thinking what my sister would have been like if that was me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
police have said they were misled by the murderer and that the scene when they arrived was complex. Unfortunately, it seems to us the truth is much simpler. The police were told by our son himself and by a member of the public who called 999 that they heard someone shout that they had been stabbed.
oh, so it wasn't even the family that done it. They would have tried to cover it up, bro.
Yeah, his mum hit the knife.
No, I don't mean just that. They would have done something with the body. They would have. He would have gone missing. Is what I'm saying. I'm going to make that accusation because it wasn't. I assumed when the police had turned up and the medical had turned up that the parents have got the kid and they're like, oh my god, he's collapsed. Call the police. It wasn't even them. It was someone in the public. They didn't even fucking call anyone.
But the police did not believe them. Henry was pulled across the gravel, his hands forced behind his back, and he was placed in handcuffs. Instead of being treated as a dying victim, police formally arrested Henry for assault and read him his rights. That was the last thing he heard. Henry did not die with dignity. He did not die with the care he deserved. He lost consciousness before anyone believed him. Let me be absolutely clear.
I would be fucking fuming. I don't know about when things like this happen and it goes live on national TV. I don't know how a parent holds it together and doesn't say, you fucking failed. You failed, you're fucking responsible. Like, I don't understand how a grown man can hold it together like that because I would lose it.
The thing is, he's being the rock for his family, is what he's doing. He's being a rock because at the end of the day, behind closed doors, he'll be as broken as they are.
Christ.
But out in public, he's got to be a stronghold for his family, and he's being a real man. This is traditional real man here. This is how men should be. This is how men should be.
We hold Vikram Digwa solely and 100% responsible for the brutal murder of our son. But Henry should not have died on the streets of Southampton in police custody. The way he was treated was inhumane and degrading. His murderer, however, was afforded decency. He was believed. He was not handcuffed when arrested. He was not handcuffed when transported to the police station. As far as we understand, he was never handcuffed at all. And as Vikram Digwa himself told the court, whilst under arrest for Henry's murder, police even took him to the kitchen so he could choose his food.
It's so insulting. You're right, yeah.
The contrast is unbearable.
Now, bear this in mind. I'm going to bring this up because we're going to go into Faraj's video after this, that he's released a statement today and done a video. And there's been a lot of backlash to that. And I want to see what everyone thinks of it because we'll
we
get
believe
into that.
The officers involved remain on duty, although we understand some may have since resigned. One was allowed to leave the force before she had given an account to the Independent Office of Police Conduct of what happened that evening. The IOPC investigation remains ongoing. Whilst we await its final report, we are calling on the Home Secretary to ensure that the IOPC has the resources, authority, and independence it needs to conduct a full, fearless, and transparent investigation. Our family should not have to fight for the truth anymore. Despite the shocking actions of the police on that fatal night, the murder investigation was very different. We would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to Senior Investigating Officer DCI Rebecca Bartholomew, the Serious Crime Team, and particular officer in the case, Claire Proctor. We would also like to thank our incredible family liaison officers, Sarah Page and Trudy May, for their diligence, professionalism, and compassion throughout this investigation. We would also like to thank the CPS, as well as Nick Lobenberg, KC, and Neil King for their outstanding advocacy skills in prosecuting this case. In our darkest period of our lives, knowing that people were fighting tirelessly for Henry gave us strength. They secured justice for our son, and for that, our family will be forever grateful. For us, there is no closure. There is no moment where the pain stops. There is no moment where the Henry-shaped hole in our family is filled. We will carry this grief every single day for the rest of our lives. But today matters. Today, Henry was believed. The truth has been recognized. Today, justice, in the eyes of the law, has been served. But justice alone is not enough. We want to use Henry's heartbreaking story to make change for the better. We do not want his death to be used to create further division, hatred, or tension. We want his story to make our streets safer for everyone. That is why we are calling on the government to treat knife crime as the national emergency that it is.
Yep, I agree.
We need real solutions. We need investment in prevention. We need stronger action on the sale, the ownership, and carrying of all knives.
Agreed.
And as this case so painfully demonstrates, we need common sense applied to our laws. This doesn't mean knee-jerk reactions. This doesn't mean going to extremes. It just means a common sense approach to law and order. As the KC for the prosecution summed up in court, this is not a case about Sikhism. This is not a case about racism. This is a case about murder. People should not be able to walk openly through the streets of Britain carrying a 21-centimeter blade. As a family, we will not let this go. No other family should experience the heartbreak and horror of losing a child to knife crime. Finally, I want Henry to know, wherever he is, we are so proud of him and we love him beyond words. Thank you.
Oh, that's too much.
That's to him.
Isn't it? I can't handle it. It's the system, mate. I can't handle it. Like the parents have got each other, and I know we disregard men's mental health a lot, but like the parents have got each other to lean on emotionally. You know, that little girl has lost a brother. That I can't deal with that. I can't deal with that. The people that do things like that need to rot. They need to burn. They need to go in the electric chair. That's
you know what I fear now? Politicians will use this to play politic games.
Well, it's funny you should say that because that's the video I wanted to show you with Farage, and I want your view on it. I'm going to watch. I've seen the clip, and I'm going to go over the other bits as well because some things have been said, and I want to see your view on this. Let me just see if I can find it. It's he put out a video today, Farage. Oh, and there's been backlash to what he said, but here it is. And there's been backlash to what he said. So I want us to talk about what he says here, and then what the response has been from other people in positions.
Think of this. The biggest fear a police officer now has going about his or her duty on the street is the fear of being reported for having acted in a way that was racially biased. That fear, now greater than dealing with a dying man living on the ground. Henry's family have responded to this in just the most extraordinarily dignified way. But I suggest the rest of us respond to this with pure, cold rage. This is wrong. All the values and standards of living in a free country where everybody is judged equally before the law have been trashed and thrown away. Think of this. The biggest fear.
There's another one.
A police officer now has.
There is another one. There's another clip that I saw of him, which is what got people. Right, okay, this is it. Okay, so this is all part, obviously, the same thing.
We need a change in culture. Enough of anti-white prejudice. A promotion of the idea that white lives matter just as much as black lives. An end to DEI and positive discrimination, but a country that treats everybody equally and fairly before the law. This is serious. This is urgent. I fear for where our society will be in a few short years if we don't grip this and do it very, very quickly. I want to send my sincerest condolences, the country's sincerest condolences to Henry's family. I hope this is the last time a British police force operates in this way.
And there is one more.
Treated in a way that meant an accusation of a racial slur was treated more seriously than an act of murder. What does he say? I can't breathe. Familiar words? Remember career criminal George Floyd, who died in appalling circumstances in Midwest America a few years ago. Remember the reaction to that and the way the police behaved. Within a few days, Keir Starmer was taking the knee. Black Lives Matter exploded all over the country. Churchill's statue was defaced. The cenotaph was vandalized. And yet, what has the public reaction been from our leaders and politicians? And indeed, to be frank, much of the media to this? Silence. Absolute silence. Proof, if ever there was any, that we're living in a two-tier culture in this country where the rights and privileges of white people matter less than those of ethnic minorities.
So I just want to say on that, right? On that part, I do agree with him. And there's evidence to back that up with the Unite the Kingdom rally, which had facial recognition, but only for the people that were doing the Unite the Kingdom rally versus those that were doing the pro-Palestine rally. Then we could talk about, again, over and over and over, Ricky Jones, the Labour councillor, who said, let's go and slice all of their throats.
Yeah.
Now, if a white man would have done that, he would be behind bars. The MPs that have been in fights outside of pubs that we've seen, the guy from Labour outside of a pub, the Manchester airport, the two Asian boys, one of them got off this week, you know? And they're saying, well, I felt fear for my life when they were fighting the police, which is why they were fighting the police. I don't buy that, and I don't believe you people buy that either. So I don't believe on that particular front, I agree with him. How do you feel, or what do you think about what he said there?
Oh, I think first and foremost, I think he's a fucking prick anyway. I don't like politicians in general. They're all pricks in my eyes. That last video, yeah, spot on. But you got to remember, he's a populist politician.
Yeah.
And he did this with Brexit. With like, oh yeah, this, and this, and this. Got the votes. Got to general election. Shit himself. Tuck tail. Give it to the Tories. And he's going to do the same again now. Tuck tail and won once it comes to general election. So I take what he says with a pinch of salt. But to go with the police and say, oh, right, yeah, you know, they got fear of being racial, all that sort of stuff. Bullshit. They're so poorly trained is the issue, and he's not raising that. Police are not trained well enough, and politicians aren't seeing that.
Yeah, I agree, but I do believe that there is a thing in this country of being racially profiled, because I think that
there is.
They've got this fear of don't. Oh, you can't do that. I'm Asian. I'm Muslim. I'm black. I do believe the police have got a fear of that. I do. I think they've got a because it's like it's a prime example is that incident there. Asian guy stabs white kid says I've been stabbed, and they're not going to even listen to the white kid. I know that's one example, but I can't. I'm just sort of running around in circles. I can't get around my head that's happened.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like go to your point where you said about the police in fear of racial profiling.
Yeah,
there is a little bit of that, but again, this is down to piss poor training. And no one's addressing that. This shows how out of touch commissioners are, how out of touch politicians are. I mean, don't forget, you look at the Manchester airport thing. Where,
with the brothers,
with the brothers. Again, got away with it. It's not the police that's fear of being racially profiled by the public. It's the fear of being racially profiled and racial excuses by judges. And I think it's the fear of the judges is the issue because they're so woke and they're not for the British people. And it's another thing that politicians aren't addressing. So for me, get the training right with the police. Judges, you tell them to wind the goddamn neck in and are there to protect the British public. It doesn't matter what race you are, what creed, what nationality, what sex you are. All laws, everyone abides by it. Same bloody sheet of paper. There's no excuses to be, mental health. No, you did the crime, fucking jail. I don't care.
We're gonna play a few more, and we're gonna ask everyone in chat to say. I want your opinions on all of this as well, and I'll give mine at the end because, as I say, we're covering this case tomorrow on a video at 7 about should knives be banned, and I believe all knives should be banned anyway. But let's hear what Hamza Yusuf says because this is bound to be ridiculous.
Henry Novak's family are a credit to this country. Their son Henry was the victim of an awful murder. And to compound such a horrific tragedy, mistakes were clearly made by the police, for which there must be answers and accountability. Most people's reaction, like mine, to Henry's murder was heartbreak, anguish, an outpouring of compassion for the family.
Bullshit.
No, I do not believe him for a second. I don't believe him for a second, just by his eyes. I'm sorry, I don't.
Politics again, populist.
Like mine to Henry's murder was heartbreak, anguish, an outpouring of compassion for the family. Another young life lost to knife crime. Another future that will now not be realised. However, there are some sick individuals who are using Henry's murder to not only further their own hateful ideology, but also to divide society. That's despite the words of Henry's father, Mark Novak, who said, and I quote, "We do not want his death to be used to create further division, hatred, or tension."
Well, don't talk. I hate it the way they do this. Like they play the victim. People like this play the victim like, oh, the victim. Fuck off, mate.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying about populist politicians. They'll use this now for party politics.
Yeah,
all the games.
And this is the same guy that too many people here. White, da 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 da. White, da 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 da. White. That's this guy that done that video. This guy hates white people. He hates the United Kingdom. He's a piece of shit. So for him to sit here and make out that he cares,
there's no emotion in his face.
It's fake.
At least for Farage, he showed a little bit of emotion.
No,
don't trust him.
No, I look. I think with Farage, I think the thing with Farage is about Farage and is about but I don't think he's an evil person. I don't think that he's anti something and he's anti-brown or anti-black. I think he's just I want England to be England. Let's all go to the pub where. And then him to be the guy that's sorted it all out, kind of thing. Like a bit like Trump is, like that. It doesn't mean I agree with everything he says,
No.
Because I don't really trust Farage.
No, but what I'm saying was Farage, you could see it in his eyes. There was a little bit of emotion when he was talking.
It's a genuine thing of him wanting to, I don't believe this shit. I don't believe him at all. I've got loads. I'm going to show you guys more of these idiots.
The Novak family. The Novak family are full of integrity, and it speaks volumes to their character that in the midst of their grief, they use their statement to call on others not to abuse Henry's murder or memory for their own evil ends. Let's hope that the Novak family's wishes are respected by the vast majority, and importantly, the family get justice.
And again, this is the same piece of crap that was all behind Black Lives Matter and let's pull down London and let's destroy everything. So really what Farage says isn't wrong. You got a guy who was a career criminal in George Floyd. Whether the police officer was wrong is besides the point. A murder there, that you could say, was a career criminal and everyone was protesting. They've got statues up and he's a fucking messiah and everything else. And then you've got an innocent kid and it doesn't get the same treatment. It shows you exactly what Farage was saying there.
Starmer's not even made a speech yet, has he?
Nope. Yeah, look, here's another one. This absolute fucking degenerate.
And his family. Heartbreaking. Devastating. And I cannot even begin to imagine what Henry Novak's parents, his siblings, have been going through since December. Watching that body cam footage yesterday has completely thrown me emotionally.
Yeah, of course it is. This is another woman who's anti-British, anti-flag, anti-UK, anti-Western culture, anti-white people, which she blatantly is. And now she's making out she cares. I mentioned this
on my social media.
I'm just saying it as it is. I'm just saying it as it is.
I could not believe what I was watching. Clear neglect by the police force.
And clear neglect by your community who covers up the abuse of little kids, including people like her who deny it. So why is she making out she cares?
Absolutely unacceptable by the police. Simply not to.
You do not even deserve airtime, you absolute rot. Sorry. Yeah, it's the whole thing. You've got another one here. Farage is sick. He's just made an emergency address where he exploited the tragic death of a young person to push his hate-fueled agenda and try to deflect from the very serious allegations of bribery. It's nothing to do with that, fucking idiot. Like, Jesus Christ. So someone gets stabbed, and you know what I mean? What's it got to do? That's a typical socialist, leftist, idiotic mentality.
Yeah, deflect.
Yeah. Oh, what about this? Yeah, but what about what I want to talk about? Fuck off.
Yeah, fucking narcissist.
It's just bizarre. It really, really is bizarre. Yeah, I mean, there's lots of these people from this particular community who hate England, and they're all of the sudden they care. I don't buy it. I just don't buy it. I'll give you a prime example. This is another guy who runs 5 Pillars of Islam, which is he's a journalist, and just to show, you can say what you like to me, whether you think I'm pushing hatred. I'm at the stage, I don't care. I don't care if that's what you feel, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to tell you straight up and show you exactly what people like this of that community are really like. Now, the mayor of London, who I really don't like, many of us really don't like him, and he went to do some sort of religious, I don't know what it is, I don't follow Islam, I don't really care. He went to do some sort of pilgrimage, some sort of thing that he had to do. Whatever, bro, whatever floats your boat, if it keeps you happy, great for you. And he came back to the UK to do his job as the mayor of London, and he put out some posts about Pride, I believe it was. And this man here who runs 5 Pillars of Islam, which is a big journalistic entity in the United Kingdom, attacked Sadiq Khan because he was talking about homosexuality and pride above Islam, because in Islam it's prohibited. So look, what does Islam say about homosexual acts? As LGBTQ Pride Month begins, Muslims are reminded of Islam's clear teachings on homosexuality. So basically that they're against it. We all know that what they do to gay people in Islamic countries. And this man here went on a tirade. This is a Muslim going against Sadiq Khan. He's saying Sadiq Khan should choose between his faith and being London mayor. This is England, you absolute inbred goat fucker. This is England, and he's the mayor of England, of London. So his job and priority is everyone in London, not your faith. Your faith isn't above English law, isn't above being the mayor of London. It's being, with everything that's going on in England, people like this are speaking out, and it's being shown for who and what they are truly about. So if that makes me hateful for calling this out, I don't care anymore. I don't. Sadiq Khan should choose between his faith and being London mayor. Really. So basically, your faith comes ahead of the law in this country, comes ahead. If that's what you want to believe and that's what you choose to live by, I fully support that. But you are not welcome in places of power then. That means every Muslim MP, if their priority is Islam above British law and above the British people, you have no right to be in that position. That is my opinion. Now, I know that's going to upset some people and say that's disgusting, it's bigoted. I just don't care.
No, because it goes for every religion.
It goes for everyone. If the mayor of London was Sikh, if he was Hindu, it doesn't matter what if he's Jewish, it doesn't really matter what you are. But if that faith come right, I've got to put this. Oh no, all of these things are happening in London. Right, cool. Prime example, you could say Sadiq Khan went the other way when it came to the Muslim grooming gangs, because he denied any existence of it over and over again, when we know now how rampant it's been around this country. I apologise for being a bit disrespectful, but in a way I just don't care, because for too long we've allowed this kind of rhetoric to be pushed out, and that people like this. I'm saying the reason I'm using this man as an example is he's got a very, very large platform, and this crap is allowed to be spewed into the United Kingdom, and they will play the victim far right. But you're already admitting that your end goal of this whole thing is that above this country. I'm sorry, mate. I don't care about that. That can go over there. Do what you want with all of that over there. Great for you. Happy for you. This is England, mate. This is England. You don't get to tell English people and others how we run our own country. And this is the problem, because if you speak out and say that now in this country, you get called racist and far right and everything else. I've had enough of it. I'm sorry for being so. I just don't care anymore.
No, well, it's like
don't care anymore.
No, but it's like the Novak incident, or the murder. It's not an incident; it's a murder. If that had been a white person on an Indian or a Muslim,
if that was a Muslim,
it'd been racial and terrorism.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yep.
This absolute. I'm sorry. I'm going to just be blatantly rude, man. This absolute degenerate fucking inbred is another person who is defending those with the Manchester airport. Racism, this, that, and the other, when the police footage come out. This person was pushing that out to all of the listeners. So, hang on a minute.
Does this guy live in the UK?
Yeah.
Why is he not arrested then for hate speech?
You're proving my point. See? And it's everywhere. It's loads and loads of people that push this sort of, and this, again, anyone with common sense, with a brain cell, knows that the person who did this, the Sikh boy that done this, or the Sikh man that done this, is 21 years in prison. I hope he rots. This is not going to turn every English man, woman, and child into hating people who are Sikh. It won't. You will get a few idiots, 100%. But this is not going to turn every British person against the Sikh community, because this isn't a case of 30 terrorist attacks that's like the Islamists in this country since 2005, 2006. If this would have happened with Sikh people and there were 30 kids murdered over the last 30 years with these same knives, yes, then we can have that conversation. This is not the same as how we see terrorism and what's been happening in this country. It's not. This is a hopefully one-off incident. But when it comes to knives, again, I keep repeating it. We've got a video coming out tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Me and Ben are doing, and we're talking about all the stuff, knife crime and everything else. And I, like Ben, believe knives, if they're outlawed for me and you, they should be outlawed for everyone. It's not a hatred of Sikhism. I've got no care in the world with the Sikh community. They've got no problem with me. But
for me, it's like if they're banned, they need to be banned. They need to be banned. I think if you're carrying an offensive weapon in the street, I don't care if it's religious or not.
Yeah. Because otherwise, because the reason, let's be real, boys and girls, the reason it's never been banned before, all knives are banned, aren't they, in the UK? You can't carry, what's that? Is it ghost knife or whatever it is, the big, the machete type thing that all knives are banned because we've got an epidemic of serious crime amongst the youth in this country, whether it be white, black, brown, whatever, gang-related crime, right? All of them. That's a problem in this country, so knives are banned. We've never gone after, per se, after the Sikh community because this has never happened. In 100 years, you have never had a Sikh guy get his ritual knife or whatever the particular reason that they carries. That's never happened because it's not what Sikh kids do. Sikh boys don't go around with knives, stab it. It just isn't how it is. So because it's an isolated incident, it needs to be reflected on now before it becomes something more. Because do we wait for it to be 4 or 5 times that something like this happens now? No, nip it in the bud. Nip it in the bud. You've got a equality. Zombie knife. Thank you, Curtis. I don't know how you will feel about that with knives, but I'd like to think you all feel the same way, that if I can't carry a knife or a machete, then
I can remember, like, when I was in the army, like, used to carry a Leatherman and a Gerber on my belt because it was a tool. For us in the military, we always carried a Gerber or Leatherman or both, and it was always used as a tool. And then I remember I was at the train station in Oxford, and the police pulled me, says you can't have that because the blade's longer than 2 inches or something like that. I said, mate, it's a fucking multi-tool. I'm in the military. That's what I use as a tool. Don't come out unless I fucking need it.
I mean, the way I look at it now, let's put it into perspective. And this isn't me attacking the Sikh community. I do not mean it like this, but let's just say it as it is. Let's say there's 10,000 young Sikh men in this country. For example, let's just say there's 10,000 young Sikh men that carry this ritual blade around with them, right? And none of them are going to commit a crime. However, if one of those is an innocent, I'm just saying these are good kids or good men, say they're attacked in public, they would be able to use something to protect themselves if, God forbid, something was to happen to any of them, right? What happens to my sister who works for the NHS, who leaves her office, working at the hospitals or whatever she's doing at 3, 4 in the morning, finishing the night shift, and walks to the car park, gets attacked and gets sexually assaulted by someone, but she's not allowed to carry the sprays, the horn, she can't carry a knife, she can't carry a mace, she can't carry none of that. It's against the law in this country. But the fella from that other faith, because it's in his religion, he's got something that could potentially protect his life if something like that was to happen. I look at it like that. In that case, if all of those guys can carry those blades, well, then my mum should be able to carry. All of your mums out there, get them all a blade, get them all a knife, let them all carry a knife around and say, well, it's for my faith. But then that would be illegal, right? So that's another example of two-tier justice, and that's not me attacking the Sikh community. I'm just saying it as it is. If one can carry a blade, it's always the same, Ben. Whenever we're talking about this stuff, if someone's wearing a hijab, in that case, I can wear a crash helmet walking into the bank. if you can, you can carry a ritual knife because you're Sikh. Well, I can carry a machete then. You can't have that two-tier thing. That's a prime example of it right in front of us, and that's not attacking those communities. It's just saying it as it is, and we've been too afraid to speak out. And it's not afraid to speak out like, oh, I'm going to get attacked. It's the government cracking down on people for saying these things, which should be bloody obvious. If someone's carrying a knife, mate, that's illegal.
It's reached a point where it's illegal to have common sense.
Yeah.
It's reached a point where it's illegal to have common sense. And that's the scary thing. Because it's our rights as British citizens being impeded for foreign influence and foreign stupidity. Bringing the bullshit over here and being allowed to get away with it. But then, oh no, it's far-right thugs. Far-right thugs. Why has that Indian guy not been called out for being a far-right thug?
Yeah. Well, what's the spray they have? I think they've got it in America. What you spray in you spray it in your eyes, like the gas thing to make you go blind. Pepper spray, that's the one. That's what I was trying to think of, Mace. That's what I was trying to think of. Would you not be happier? I would be over the moon. My mum's in her 70s, yeah? I would be over the moon if my mum and my sister had a mini deodorant size mini pepper spray on her keyrings, and all of the girls in this country had that on their keyrings. I'd be well happy, mate. I would be that's me saying it. I would be extremely happy because
probably got with that with I'm going to be the what's it here, the balancer, shall I say?
What do you mean?
A lot of women will abuse that. Having that.
No. I understand that.
That's why they won't allow it.
Yeah, I understand that. But for people like my sister, I would welcome something like that because oh, cheers, species. Love you. I would welcome something like that. I'm just saying especially for the elderly. The elderly, do you know what I mean? Like, I would welcome that, mate. Like, I would love it for.
I think it should allow tasers, elderly people.
See what I mean? And people will go, well, that's too extreme, or whatever their reasons be. But
couldn't give a toss. You're robbing the bag. You've got every right to defend yourself.
And that's the problem we've got. We're too lenient on a lot of things. Right. Well, it's done what it's done this evening, and we've had our little conversation, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining us this evening to talk about this. It's awful what happened to that kid, and we're going to see more. Why can't I carry a? Is that your blade? Species wants to carry a knife as well. So he wants to carry a knife. Really, Species? It's not your way. You carry one of those big fluffy hands, with like the finger on it, like you get at the wrestling, the big the wavy finger hands, the sponge ones. We'll get you one of them instead. That'll keep you safe. Read my super chat. I did. Why can't I carry? I can't read that. I don't know what that says. I don't know what that says. Why can't I carry a Jean Dub? I don't know what that means. I think it's a blade.
Species.
I remember.
You're a special person.
The only clan you're a member of is the Pokemon clan. Bulbasaur. Right. Arming caps. OAPs. Yeah, OAPs should be protected, ladies and gents. Yeah, that's it. The sponge fingers. That's what I was talking about, Nikki. That's what I was talking about. Yeah, so we'll be back again tomorrow at 7 p.m. with our podcast, where we'll just be talking about everything over the last 7 days and a few other bits and bobs. Again, bear in mind, we'll be talking about the knife incident tomorrow night, but this was recorded on Saturday, Sunday before he was sentenced. So some of the information might be a bit. It's more of a discussion about the banning of knives. So we will be back again tomorrow at 7, and then Thursday and Friday at 7. So we hope you will join us then. I'd like to thank Ben for joining me. Thank you, Ben.
Thank you very much. Make Britain great again.
You're damn right, sir. You're damn right. And we will see all of you again tomorrow night at 7. Have a lovely evening, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll see you again soon. Peace and love. Roger Trout.